my channel. Today I will show you how to mount orchids on almost anything you find lying around your house, be it a rock or a brick or a broken clay pot or even thermocol or styrofoam. And watch till the end. I will show you how to make the very famous Japanese moss ball or kokedama. And mounting your orchids with anything you find lying around is a great way to recycle or upcycle your old useless stuffs around your home and your garden. Why I mount my orchids? Because it saves space and resources. A large number of mounted orchids can be hung from a single window railing or balcony, and no need of any pot or any potting media, no need to worry about the decaying media, pests and snails, ants, etc. inside the media. And most importantly, mounting orchids best mimics the natural habitat of the orchids. In wild, orchids grow on trees, rocks, etc. This ensures that there is a lot of air circulation around the roots, and when water falls on the orchids, it just drains out fast and doesn't stagnate. So the common problems or issues associated with overwatering is taken care of. I find this way very easy to maintain. Just spray the roots regularly with water and plant food occasionally, and they are good to go. Plus, a nice, unique, unconventional mount, it draws so much attention. Even when not in blooms, the plants look very attractive. I almost mount every type of orchids, be it a Phalaenopsis or Cattleya or Vanda or Tolumnia or Oncidium. Almost every variety except for the terrestrial and the semi-terrestrial ones, and these do really well on mounts as well. So let's not waste more time and start mounting orchids. First is a simple rock mount. I have a small aquarium rock here and I am going to mount my Aenopsis orchid on it. First lay a layer of moss and then place the orchid on it. Then again a layer of moss around the roots and go on securing with a cotton or a plastic thread of your choice. Yes, just go on securing with it till your orchid is stable. It's that simple, friends. It's really easy. If you don't have moss, don't worry, you can use some coco coir as well. Second is a broken clay pot. I will be mounting some dendrobiums on it. Same process, place some moss, put the plant on top of it, place some more moss around the roots and secure it with a thread. Here is a bigger piece of broken pot. I am going to mount another dendrobium orchid on it as well, and look the beautiful arch here. It will look really cool as a mount. Let me drill some holes first. I am using a sharp nail sort of thing and a hammer to make the holes. You can use electric drill as well. Now again we will start the same process. Moss, plant and some more moss and secure everything with a thread. Here I am kind of weaving the thread. I am doing it in a crisscross manner by passing it through the holes. Just go on securing nice and tight till your orchid is stable. Third is brick. You can see the depression here. The orchids will sit on it nicely. So again the same simple process. Moss, plant, moss and secure. Yes, it's really that simple. You can see I have made 3 such. You can make even more and create your own orchid brick wall. How cool will it be? Fourth is thermocol or styrofoam. I will show the 2 ways how I mount my orchids on it. First, just take a piece of thermocol, then carve some crevices on its surface by using a soldering iron or a hot knife, and then mount your orchid just like you would do on any other regular mount. Next is, after carving those crevices on the surface of a thermocol, I cut it into the shape of a mountain and I covered it with bits of old cloth soaked in white cement and let it dry for a couple of days. After that I mount my Cattleya seedlings in the crevices and water it regularly and feed it with some food, and after 1 year this is the result. Check out the roots and the growth, how well the seedlings are doing. Even if you leave the white cement part and mount your orchids directly on thermocol, then also it will work. Thermocol actually is super lightweight and it can be hung from anywhere, even from a small nail on the wall. Lastly, I will show you how to make a kokedama or a Japanese moss ball. This is my 3-year-old kokedama and the species fall in this has bloomed every single year. I mounted her this way when she was a medium sized plant and now she is doing really great here. What you will need is a plastic mesh bag. Generally these come with vegetables or fruits. Place some charcoal leca broken brick pieces in it, the chunkier the better. Then tie it into a ball. Then put a plant on top of it and place some moss around the roots. Just go on wrapping, put more moss and continue wrapping. Just continue this till you are able to form a ball. Tie knots and secure it nicely. To water, be it any mount or kokedama, just place it inside a container containing water and give a good soak for about 10 to 15 minutes. This way you don't have to worry for 2 to 3 days. No need to watering for 2 to 3 days. But if you have a lot of orchids like I do, it's not possible to do this with each one of them. So just spray them thoroughly nicely once daily with water, and in hotter days you might have to spray water twice daily. I apply organic fertilizer the same way by spraying. You can soak the mountain fertilizer water as well. So that's all for today, friends. I didn't show how to mount orchids on wood or coconut husk because you will find numerous videos on this topic everywhere, and already my video has become lengthy. So thanks for watching. If you have any queries or any suggestions, please drop in the comment box below. Thanks again. Bye.